Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I gotta say, I'm feeling like about 100% better than I was a few days ago, so I'm glad for that. Um, so while I'm waiting for my um, stream to pop up, I'll just remind you that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll get going. All right. So I think I just nodded my head the wrong way. There's the subscribe button. Oh no, I don't know. I'm backward. Anyway, good morning, Nadia, Sue, James, GSX Girl, Travis, Arlene. How are you guys doing today? Nikita Paget's in the house. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. So it has been a crazy few days. Now my furnace is messed up again. I'm waiting for the repair guy to come. Let's see here. Oh, Malta's here. Hello, my friend Malta. How are you? Thank you for being here. And Leah Valerie's in the house. Maura DeLuca says, "Hi, everyone. The other shoe has dropped, and my daughter's dad is calling again." What's going on, Maura? Are you having trouble? Tell me what's happening. Okay, Wally says, "Good morning. Today I am scared. Everything is too expensive and hard and whatever." Oh, sweetheart, I have had those days, but I promise you, stay calm, breathe deep, and know that it will be okay, and it will be okay. One way or another, it will be okay. You have to focus on that. Stop the Chaos says, "Hi, Angie. Best way to deal with the anger and bitterness that comes with still dealing with him when all the feelings of love and compassion are gone?" That is a good question. So, one of the things that you want to work on here, Stop the Chaos, is focusing on finding a way to send him away with love. And I don't mean the same kind of love that you experienced with him in the beginning, or even the obligatory love that you experienced as time went on. But what I mean is that sort of universal love. Like, go with God, have peace, go do your thing. I'm going to be over here doing my thing. And you don't need to even say those things to him, but those are the kinds of feelings that you want. Like, I want nothing but the best for you, but I just want it to be away from me. That's one way you can do it. And honestly, let the anger and the bitterness come for a while if you need to. Because what I think is true is that a lot of times we we need that to push us forward. When you feel like it's no longer benefiting you, then you need to try to release it. One thing, and I've said this before, have you written I don't even know if you're there yet, Stop the Chaos, but when I got to the place with one of my friend narcissists, this is the first time it happened to me, where I realized that I was still angry and I was no longer being affected by the person. I had gone no contact. I was sitting in my apartment at the time and loving my life, except for I was still really mad because this person really violated me in some big ways. And so one of the things that I did, I literally, okay, this is so weird, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, my gosh, how do I get rid of this anger? I love my new apartment. I love my new life. I'm loving this coffee I'm drinking right now. What's going on? And what it came down to is I literally heard a voice, I swear, whisper in my ear say, "You have to forgive him. You have to forgive him." And when that happened, um, I thought I was crazy, but I wrote him a letter. And I wrote the letter, I said all the mean things I had in my head to say. I had said all the ways this person hurt me. I said all the things I wanted to say to that person and never had the opportunity to say. And then at the end of the letter, I said, "And now I'm going to forgive you for all of these things, and not because you deserve it, because you don't deserve it, and not because I think I have to, but because for myself, I need to let go of this anger and this toxicity, this poison that you've put into my life." And I signed the letter, and I originally intended to send it. I didn't send it. I burned it. I didn't need to send it. Burning it was enough for me, but somehow it was able, I wrote it with my hand. I didn't type it. And somehow that was able to, by doing this, I was able to sort of let go. I don't know. It was a real therapeutic thing for me. Have you tried something like that? Are you ready for something like that yet? I know you're still going through it with this person. Let me know. I lost my spot. Okay. All right. Good morning, Malta. Shannon O'Brien said, "Good morning. It's Wednesday. Hey, Shannon, how you doing?" Ooh, she said, your video about the collapsed narcissist really nailed it. This is exactly what has happened with Ma. You know what, Shannon? I thought about you when I made that video, actually, because I remember some of our conversations about Ma, and I totally with you on that one. Yeah, I'm glad it was helpful. Blue X is here. Hey, Blue X, welcome, welcome. Says thank you for having me. Always happy to see new people here. And if I have seen you before, I apologize. But if I haven't, welcome. I'm happy to have you. And welcome to our little tribe. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Welcome back. She says, I'm here. I hope you're doing well today. How you feeling, Bonnie? Shannon O'Brien says, when I look back on the worst, on all the worst when she was not working, especially when I was preschool age, she worked up to 72 years old, then crashed. Yep, there you go. There you go. Yeah, she certainly is probably in that collapsed narcissist stage, and that's why she's become so desperate and has started to go beyond her usual types of abuse. Although I would say that she was always abusing, but maybe she was better at hiding it before. Um, Denise Eanes is here. Hey, Denise, welcome, welcome. She says, Happy Wednesday. GSX Girl says, it was just the officer, Angie, not the judge. Oh, good. That was a pre-trial. Pre-trial, I can only hope the officer reports back to the judge how rude and how they didn't want to try to work with me. I hope they do as well, GSX Girl. And I do understand that it wasn't the judge. If for those of you who don't know, she's going through a difficult thing with her ex and his new wife trying to control everything, trying to keep her son from her, lying to the authorities about her, and she's trying to get it all resolved in court. And then so the officer of the court came to her and took her over to the ex and the new spouse, and then the ex said, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Just get away from me. All she wants is for the court orders to be followed. And that's not happening, even though the ex's new wife is lying about it and apparently controlling the whole situation. It's really messed up. So I certainly hope that they do report back to the judge and let them know exactly what you were dealing with, because it's ridiculous. Laura Fiske is here. Hey, Laura. She says, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Michelle Palmer is here and says, Hi, I'm new. Well, hello, Michelle. Welcome. I'm happy to have you in our little tribe this morning. Cheryl Wooster says, Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. How you feeling today? I'm happy to hear you say sunshine. Ms. Ruby is here. Hello, Ms. Ruby, and thank you for sharing on Facebook. I appreciate you, my friend. Michael Ali is here. Hey, Michael. Welcome, welcome. Says, Good morning, Angie and everyone else. Good morning, Michael. Happy to have you today. Nadia says to Wally, the hardest decisions are the right decisions, and the right decisions are the same thing. Girl, that is the most profound thing I've heard all morning, and it's absolutely true. Sometimes we have to make those hard decisions in order to get to the good stuff. And it's the uncomfortable part that we avoid, I think. I think any sort of confrontation for people like us, empaths and sensitive types, we don't want confrontation. Sometimes we would rather live the rest of our lives in hell than have a confrontation. But if we can just get through those few minutes of discomfort or a few days of discomfort, my God, it gets so much better. It does. Yeah. And I totally feel you. John 3:16 says, Hello, beautiful. Well, hello to you. Prakara says, Good morning, Angie. I am a he. Oh, thank you, sir. Welcome. Says, It seems the whole world is going bonkers. Ain't it, though? I'll tell you what. Hello, Prakara. Welcome. Um, Welcome back. I know you've been here before. Sorry about the confusion with the name, with the he or she thing, but I will remember that you are a man. Sue Cronard says, I'm still working on my divorce. Ran into some roadblocks. What's going on, Sue? Is it the Filipino situation, or what is it? Let me know. I know Sue found out that his ex was still married to a Filipino person. Her ex, I'm sorry, was still married to a Filipino person while she was going through her divorce. And what a mess. What a mess. Terry McElrath is back. Hello, Terry. Welcome back, my friend. Says, Good morning, survivors. And Wally says, Thank you to Nadia and Angie. You are welcome, and I'm happy to have you as always, Wally. Shastina's here. Hey, girl. Hey. She says, Good morning. Good morning. GSX Girl says, I requested for mediation. How do you think the new stepmom will react when she can't be in mediation with her husband? I really hope that they don't let her be in mediation. I mean, what is she gonna is she jealous of the relationship that you previously had with this person? Or I mean, it's not really a I mean, I guess she's helping to take care of your child while your child is there, but it's not really her business. I mean, it's really between you and your ex. You are the parents, not her. She's not the parent, in my opinion. So I think she won't like it, but I think if the court orders it, it doesn't matter and you don't need to worry about her reaction. Yeah. Leah Valerie says, because if she, wait, I want to say something else. If she blatantly defies the court orders, you just, keep a record of that and ideally communicate with her only in email and text. So, or through one of those apps that we talked about, because, they can hold her in contempt of court and all kinds of stuff, if she doesn't follow the orders. So, yeah, I would say she needs to get over herself and you shouldn't worry about how she reacts to that because that's not your problem. But she probably won't like it. She'll probably be real upset and she'll probably torture your ex over it. But again, not your problem. Leah Valerie says, first supervised visit since I left 3 months ago with my son and his narcissist father tomorrow. I'm nervous to open this up, but I think I have good boundaries in place. Well, Leah, I'll tell you what. I certainly think that a supervised visit is a good thing. I totally understand being nervous, but I think it sounds like like you said, you have good boundaries in place. So what you need to do is steel up, be strong, and just do the very best that you can. Yeah, yeah. Malta says, I'm well, Angie. Thank you. I hope that furnace is fixed soon. Me too, Malta. Tell you what, let me just check. I think I got a text message. I want to make sure it's not the guy. Okay, it's not the guy. Um, all right. All right. Um, Blue X says, remind me not to write him back on Messenger. Not only should you not write him back on Messenger, Ms. Blue, but you should also block him on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, all of the things. Block, block, block. You don't need to see that person anymore. Nadia Syed says, had court this Tuesday. The guardian ad litem came through a little, said same supervised visits, and told him he has to take an extensive in-person parenting class. He tried to argue and put on the charm. Well, I'm certainly glad that they see through him a little bit. And I hope that gave you a little bit of relief, Nadia, because I know you've been so stressed out about the possibility of unsupervised visits. So I hope that gave you just a tiny bit of relief. Johnny B. Good says, hi, Angie. If she has blocked you from everything from phone and social media, is it because she got caught? Do I have to worry of her contacting me at some point? I think she won't. I hope she won't, Johnny B. Good, but I'll tell you something. It is certainly a possibility. Narcissists hardly ever fully end anything if they can. If I were you, I guess you can't block her if she blocked you, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have some other account watching you that you aren't aware of. So just be careful. They really want to hold on to possibilities because if for some reason her news supply at any time becomes boring or doesn't do what she wants or whatever, certainly she's going to be looking for some Johnny B. Good again. So be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah. But when, just go on as if she won't contact you. If she does contact you, know that you don't want to fall for it again and know that you're too happy slash busy slash otherwise involved to be dealing with her mess again. Treat yourself like you deserve to be treated. Yeah. Stop the chaos. Okay, wait. Malta says, good morning, Michelle Palmer, and welcome. Stop the Chaos says, I have every right to be angry and distrusting of him and his motives. I see it so clearly, all for himself, trying to work through property together and to get him out of my life. Yeah, I totally feel you. And you're absolutely right that you have every right to be angry. And I think part of the reason that we feel sometimes like we're not allowed to be angry or we don't feel like we should be, when we need to be angry is because we've been taught by these people not to share or express our emotions or not to even have them. So you may still be in the stage, Stop the Chaos, where you need that anger to push forward and not feel sorry for him. I know he plays games with your head a lot and he tries to make you, he plays the victim role and stuff like that. So stay strong. If you need to be angry to be strong, then do that for now until you're through all the property stuff and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts. GSX Girl says, do you think she will try to hurt my son? I know she coaches him and badmouths me, but I'm scared of what she'll do next. Well, I hope not. If she does try to hurt your son, she's also hurting her husband's son, and that might stop her. But if she would physically, it really bothers me that she badmouths you to him. It really does. But I know that most boys who are close with their mothers won't be directly long term affected that way. And I know that you're a good mom. Um, so I think it's possible that, he's definitely coaching and bad mouthing, like you say. But I think that if she would physically hurt him at all, the first thing I would do is take photos and take him to the police station or to CPS or whoever you can and say, "Hey, my child is stating this happened. Here are the photos," and have him say it, and maybe even ask him if he would be willing to say it on, a recording or something, so that you would have proof of that. Again, making sure that whatever your state says is legal is done properly. If if you're recording him on video, that he knows he's being recorded, and whatever the state law is where you are. Um, but I hope to God she won't try to hurt your son. Has she been known to be violent in the past? Bonnie says, I agree with Angie. Yes. I agree with that, Angie. Yes. Send them away with neutral feelings and let God deal with them. Yes, exactly. Because it's the very best thing you can do for your own sanity, you know? Thank you, Bonnie. Um, Sylvia Rose says, Happy Wednesday to all. Hey, Sylvia Rose, how you doing, girl? She says, healthy and wonderful, productive day. That is beautiful. She says, can you share thoughts on what narcs are really saying when they don't know how to love? Just want a fresh answer. So when they're saying, I don't know how to love somebody, what they're saying is the truth. But when they do say when they're saying when they don't know how to love, yeah, what it all comes down to is that they don't know how to love in the way that a healthy person does. They love you, like I've talked about before, like a cell phone baby. They when you get a new cell phone, it's awesome and shiny and pretty, and it does all the things you want it to do, and it serves you very well. And as the phone grows older and obsolete slowly, quickly sometimes, you'll notice it slows down, it stops working as well, things don't flow as quickly and easily, it becomes annoying to you. It becomes a pain in the butt, and pretty soon you're looking for a new phone. It's the same deal with people for narcissists. Narcissists, when they first get a new person, everything is shiny, new, and pretty. Everything works the way they want it to. The person usually listens to what they say and believes all their lies. Blah 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 blah. Over time, they get to know the person better. They put more of their data into the person, more of their information, their input. The person starts to see them for who they are. Things start to get clogged up, don't work as well. Boom, they're looking for a new phone. I mean, person. Feel me? It's the same deal. They don't know how to love in the same way that a healthy person is. I would say when they're saying to you, I don't know how to love, like Oprah says, like Maya Angelou said, if someone tells you who they are, believe them. That's what I think. Yeah. And I think that we as empaths, we want to like reach out to these people and make them love us, right? It's so silly, but we have this way we want to fix people, we want to help people. I do it still today. If I see someone in pain, I want to help that person. And it's hard for me not to want to, but when you're dealing with somebody like a narcissist, you've got to know that they can't be helped because they don't want to be helped. But if they give you a moment of honesty where they say to you, I don't know how to love, and then that's a pretty good sign that it's not somebody you want to waste too much time with, I think. Um, Let me know if you want other thoughts on that, Sylvia Rose. Nadia says the guardian ad litem and my lawyer cut him off good. They are not falling for his lies and fake ways. He has told my friend that if this continues, he will just leave and daughter will grow up without a father. Well, isn't that what you really want? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but we kind of talked about before you were hoping he would just ghost. Well, this right here is a straight up indication that he will just ghost at some point. Maybe that would be better for you guys because he has been so abusive. You know that my ex ghosted my child. And initially I was very upset by it, but now in hindsight, I realize it was the best thing he could have done, because we didn't have to deal with that poison for the next 16 years or whatever. Or, well, now he's 20, you know what I mean? We left before he was 2. So, yeah. GSX Girl says, I get my son this weekend. Very good. Are you looking forward to it? I really hate the way that they've kept him from you. I really hope to God that the court figures out that he needs to be with his mother. I really do. Maura DeLuca says, he's accusing me of being controlling and not letting him see her. Meanwhile, he didn't call for almost a week. He had the opportunity to see her. I think I'll tell him we'll just stick with his Sunday. Yeah, tell him that. Don't go outside of the court order. If you have a court order or you have a set plan in writing, stick with it. If he misses his day, that's kind of on him. It's not like in GSX girl's case, she sometimes will, she's got another child, so her other child has a thing. She takes the child to the thing. She calls 10 minutes late. They won't let him talk to the child, won't let her talk to her child. That's a different thing. This thing right here is, you know, he doesn't call for almost a week. Uh, no, I don't think you have to go outside of the court order for somebody like that. He's not even really trying. He's just, I think, like you said, he had the opportunity to see her. Keep documenting, Maura. Document everything. Yeah. Maria Calloway says, help. Hello. Thank you so much for your help. I'm so happy that you're here, Maria. Welcome. And I'm happy that anything I've said has been beneficial to you. Welcome, welcome. Sue Cronert says, I'm going to be booking an appointment with you sometime. Excellent, Sue. I would love to talk with you. And, you can go through Queen Being or Narcissistic Abuse Recovery online, or through Melina, my business manager, or Jamie, my assistant, either any of those four options. I would love to talk with you. Just let me know. Nadia says, so I hope and pray that the harder we make it for him to see our daughter, he will just ghost. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful to him or anybody else here, but when someone's an abuser, you know, sometimes it's better if they just ghost. It just makes your child's life a little bit easier, and certainly makes your life easier. But it's not about, really, I don't think it's about your life in this case. I think it's about your daughter not having to be raised by an abuser. And I totally understand that. I wouldn't, my situation. You know that mine ghosted, and you know that I think it was better for my child that way, and the rest of my family as well. Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. Let me see where I was. I just lost my place. Oh, do I see Breon's beautiful face here? Hold on a minute. I gotta scroll back up to where I was, but Breon, I saw you in there. Hi, how you doing? Okay, wait a minute. Do. Okay. All right. So Sue, Nadia. Okay. John 3:16 says, good for you, Angie. God bless you. Back at you. And thank you, my friend. GSX girl says, glad you're feeling better, Angie. My whole crew is sick. I'm getting it now too. It's terrible, right? My daughter's sick now. She's in my room watching TV. I'm going to try to run her to the doctor in between calls today. We'll see. Um, Bonnie says, I am angry when he turns the kids away, though. It's very confusing. So much more complicated when you have children together. And I totally, totally agree with you on that. Yes, yes, totally agree. Um, it is very frustrating. And in fact, have I done that video yet about the adult children? I'll do that, Bonnie. I've got that in my queue of videos to do. I'll make sure I get that done soon. But I totally I think it's horrible, and it is so much harder when you have children together, and in your case even harder because you guys have both raised, I mean, been there while the children were being raised. I'm sure you mostly raised them, but it's definitely confusing and frustrating, and it's really, in your case, because you have adult children now, it's, they're like, what, everything was fine for all those years, even though they probably wasn't fine for all those years. They were children, they couldn't see it. Now they just want, everything to stay as it was. And for him to use them against you the way that he has is incredibly unfair. But like I've told you before, the best thing you can do is just tell them your truth to the point that you think they can understand it, and keep going. You've got to take care of yourself now. You spent a lot of years taking care of them, John 3:16 says, exactly for you. Right on, right on. Okay, let's see here. Good morning, Sylvia Rose, and happy Wednesday, says Malta. Stop the Chaos says, what I'm most angry about is that it changed my personality so much, and I hate him for that. Like you said, I'm loving everything around me and I'm faring well, but why did he do this to our family? Oh, sweetheart, I so feel you. My heart feels you right now. It is a horrible thing. It is. But when you're ready to move forward, you're going to have to let go of that feeling, which I know is frustrating, but I have to look at it like this. I can't regret my children, any of them. And I know that if I wasn't with my ex, I wouldn't have had my first child. And if I didn't have my first child, I would have never been in a position to meet my second husband, my current husband, and I wouldn't have had Noah or Sophie, my second and third children. So, and final children, because no more kids for me, y'all. But I can't regret any of them, and I can't regret anything that's happened in my life, because I've learned a lot. And if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys right now. So I think everything happens for a reason somehow. I don't know that we can always put our finger on the reason, but I know that being several years out myself, I can see the reason now. And so changing your personality, it does suck. It happened to me too. But, and you can't ever go back to being who you were before you met him, which sucks. But the fact is, you've had children, your life has changed, you've gotten older. But what you can do is you can figure out who you really are under all that, and you can be whoever you want to be now. And so, I get why you're angry. You absolutely have every freaking right, and I will support you through that. But I also want you to know that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's beautiful. So stay tuned, stay strong. You can do this. I know you can. Look how far you've gone already. You've come so far in just such a short time. You can do this. It's going to get better just a little bit every day. As soon as you're out from under him, you're going to start to see the light a little more each day. I promise you that. GSX Girl says, forgive the need X for you not to, not, wait a minute. Forgive the need X for you, not for them. Right on, Angie. Exactly. It's not for them. No, nobody cares about, I mean, we care, but we don't really care about the exes at this point. It's about yourself. It's about letting go of the poison in your own soul so that you can be happy. It's not about them anymore. Yeah. Oh, sweetie. Amanda Hall says, what do you do when an ex keeps calling child services on you just to be hateful? I hate that. It makes me so freaking mad. Because not only are they doing it just to be hateful and ruin your life, and it can ruin your freaking life. I actually have clients whose lives it has ruined. Uh, but but I think, in this case, the other thing about it is that they're calling these people. These people are coming out to your house, and then there are real children who are actually being abused out there, not being serviced because of idiots who make revenge calls to CPS. Um, if this person, I would just document everything, Amanda, and I would get yourself an attorney. There's got to be something that can be done if they keep calling child services for no reason. They've got to be able to put some kind of a, I don't know, something. Is Jillian here today? There's got to be a way that we can stop that. Amanda, I'm going to do some research for you, but I would, in the meantime, I would only communicate with this person through text. If you have to keep dealing with them because of I assume you have children together and that's why they're calling child services. I would buddy up to child services and I would say, I need your help because this keeps happening to me. And as you can see, my home is clean, my children are fed, they have everything they need. What's the problem? And keep, get involved, stay involved with school, stay involved with all the things that kids do. Make sure that the teachers know you, make sure that the school office people know you, daycare knows you, everybody knows who you are, and that you're loving your child. And eventually, it seems to me like there should be some charges that you could bring up on this person. I would do some research in your state, and I don't know if Jillian's here, but if she isn't, I will ask her next time I speak to her, and we'll go from there. All right. But I think that's a really messed up situation, and it makes me very angry for you. I don't know if you know this, but someone called child services on me as a revenge thing several years ago, and I went no contact with that person. You can hear my story if you go to my channel and type in story time. But yeah, it's a terrible, messed up situation. Nadia says to Bonnie, I'm in the same boat. We are in the process of divorce and have a 4-year-old daughter. He is bad for both of us, and I'm praying he ghosts. I need to protect her from him. Nadia, I think it sounds like he's definitely going to be doing that. So, and GSX Girl has some advice. And so stay on your track, Nadia. I think you're on the right page there. GSX Girl has advice for Amanda. She says, take the document, take the child to the doctor for every sickness. Or scars, scrapes, anything, document everything. I think she's absolutely right. Take photos, take the kid to the doctor every time anything happens, and document everything. You might even want to start taking, a daily journal where you write down what happened with the kid every single day until this is resolved. This is ridiculous that you're dealing with this, Amanda. I'm so sorry, and I'm so angry for you on that. All right, I'm going to have to go in just a minute, guys. I've got a call in a few minutes, but I'm going to do a couple more before I go, and then I'm going to have to hit the road. Andrea, because Wednesday's my crazy day. Andrea Christensen says, I blocked him for about a week now. I'm getting so much more done around the house. I feel like I can breathe a little. Purging feels good. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, and for those of you who were following along with the 30-day home makeover, I am taking it off this channel and I'm going to be putting it all over on the Teachable platform because it's not serving the channel well. So you guys can catch up with that over there, and I should be updating it today. I'm a little behind on updating it because long story, but so that's where that'll be from here on out. Um, Bunny says, I agree. Michael Ali says, I'm new and blessed to be here. Michael, we are happy to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And please come back. We're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, around 9:30 a.m. Central, and then twice on Tuesdays. We come back on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central as well. And you can text the word Angie Live, all one word, ANGIELIVE to 33222, and I'll text you 5 minutes before I go live each time. Bonnie says, I agree, Stop the Chaos. The narc does change our personality forever. We have to put the pieces back, sometimes decades later, in a whole new way. That's the thing right there, Bonnie. That's exactly right. We never can be who we were before because we've gotten older, our lives have changed, things have changed. But we can choose who we are. And like Bonnie says, put the pieces back sometimes in a whole new way. That is profound, Bonnie. Thank you. Aaron Sunny, hello. Adrian, hello, beautiful. Hello, Shastina. Okay, Shastina says, shoot, I missed the collapse narcissist video. I have to go watch that today because I believe that's exactly what Normal's going through. Yeah, check that out for sure. Check that out. Definitely, I think a valuable bit of information there. JS says, Angie, is it possible to begin healing when you are still in the middle of the divorce process? Absolutely it is. Yes, indeed, my friend. This is what I want you to do, and I'm gonna have to roll up about this because I have to leave, but I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. Start here, okay, JS, start here. Starting today, when you go to bed, sit down and think of 10 things you're grateful for, or even do it while you're still laying down right before you fall asleep. 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. Do that again in the morning and again the next day, before you go to bed, and then again in the morning. Keep doing that, for at least 14 days, and you will begin to see significant difference in your life. And then it will get even better if you keep going. The thing is, when we focus on our gratitude, the things we're grateful for, we will definitely find ourselves doing better, doing a little better each day. So stick with me on this. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up for now. I love you all. Thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. I will hopefully have time to pop through for another recorded video today. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, Bonnie, I'm glad you're okay, honey. In the meantime, I will see you soon. Have a good one.